This is kind of like similar to the Coraline situation where I already got the speedrun world record, but it wasn't on camera, unfortunately. I just wasn't using like an official timer or whatever. I've got a very good internal clock. I forgot the mechanics too. That hopefully you don't need that to win. Oh shit. Okay, well that doesn't count. That doesn't count. We can stop that when we retime it, we're gonna take that part out. I did see on the website you get one redo, one free redo. Is there like a freebie in bingo? I am playing on the Sega Master System. Not sure. Okay, so I'm gonna use my redo on that. For players on the Sega, you actually get two redos. So, shit. All right, that's my redo. I actually cracked the code. There's a secret code hidden in these rules. I'm gonna put this up. Hold on. Let's look at this together. And any leaguers or leopards or lemurs can kind of let me know what they think. So, timer starts when you get control of Donald and stops at the final hit on Murloc. I have the correct interpretation of the rules. So this is where you start, right? The beginning of this is how any other speedrun starts. Now, we're gonna wait until it says begins when you have control of Donald. There's Donald, all right? Now, you might think, hey, this is a cutscene, you don't have control of Donald. Well, I am in full control because I'm not resetting the console. I have full control. The definition of control is if you push a button, it has an effect on the game. See? So if you wanted to start it from control of Daisy, you could do it right there. That is an option. This is the frame where you stop. When you get the final hit on Murloc, Daisy is hitting on Murloc. Why do I say that? Well, think about it. She already has her pants off. That's number one. Now you can see he dropped something. You can see that Murloc dropped a ring that he was about to use to propose to Daisy. And her look of surprise right now. Let's go ahead and zoom in on this again. She is surprised that he has proposed to her already. They've only known each other for a little bit. He said, "Who's there?" But he, thanks to her hitting on him, right? He wouldn't just propose for no reason. That would be insane. He proposed to her, and since he's like a strange wizard, he is able to conjure that ring, right? And I mean no disrespect to the other speedrunners who've worked really hard on this, but you know, I think it's just fundamentally a misinterpretation of the rules. Now they're hitting on each other. So if it was like that guy, that orange guy who's diving into the spiral, if his name was Murloc, then the 100% would end, or the any percent would end here, because Donald was just hitting on this guy, which would be like it would be sort of like if it was a different speedrun, which it's not. So we don't have to worry about that. If it was like Donald was named Murloc, and then Daisy was named Donald, then this would be the end of the any percent, because Donald just hit on the ground. So that would be like the final hit. If it was like this purple guy, if he was Murloc, then this would not be the end of the any percent thing, because Donald is not hitting on him right now. He's not hitting on anybody. So let's go ahead and do the proper speedrun now. Ready, go. All right, there we go. We have control of Donald. We can reset at any time. He is fully in our control. Now, final hit on Murloc happens. And now. All right, that's it. So 1676. That is the year that this game was made, and it is also the new world record. Will be up on the leaderboard tomorrow. No, I was not there when they wrote the rules, but I do just kind of know from personal experience. Am I ahead of time? I'm probably ahead by 5 minutes or something. I always start the timer early, so then it's kind of like it tricks me into thinking I'm behind. And then that's why it looks like the timer's longer. It's just a matter of personal preference. When you think you're behind, then you... Oh, I'm using my redo on that part. It's sort of like a tax deduction, you know, is how I usually explain it to people. If you deduct it early, then you can't, like, you don't actually, like, you can't, like, it's free, basically. So if you ever, like, you know, tax deductible, that basically means free. They just don't want you to know that. Shit. I'm using my redo on... You guys remember my stream for that one, like, ancient civilization? What was that game called? Do you guys remember the boar? That's exactly the sound that the boar makes. That's why some people do call that game Donald Duck PC port. And by PC, I mean DS. PC is the Australian abbreviation for DS. It's really weird. Dying also helps unlock the fudge. Enables you to sort of like fudge the numbers on how many collectibles you have. So in the, this is any percent, but in the 100% run, the fudge is super important. So every time Donald says fudge, that's kind of like what is going on. This is like the, well, that's not supposed to happen, I'm not gonna lie. Just think about how many Donald Duck clones are out there. You got Crash Bandicoot, Rayman, Kingdom Hearts, Rocky and Bullwinkle for that, like that moose guy. Yeah. I have a brand new strategy for Matlock, or whatever his name is. Matic. What is his name? Merman. And this is Donald Boy. For the record, I do know what his name is, but it's just sometimes I've got like a split personality that makes me say I don't. Spectrum has actually been somewhat kind to me today. Is it like a holiday or something? Are they like, they're off? Usually what's off is their fucking internet. They just turn it off and then that's why it doesn't work. I guess like save electricity or something. Spectrum Internet, it should be called like Spectrum Outernet because it's usually out. Right, guys? Woo! Woo! Woo-hoo! Woo! Woo-hoo! Woo! Alright, I'm not gonna lie. I need to not die. If I die, I'm dead. If I die, I'm dead. If I die, I'm like dead. I'm like dead as a doornail. This, well, if this was Star Trek, then the bad guy, he could be called like Mer Spock. Or like Mermaid even. Or like Murloc. Wait, that's what his name is already. Can someone get a source on what Merlin is called? Oh, I am blindfolded right now. I should just say that. If you guys ever see me die, it's because wherever the closer was last night, they moved around a lot of these platforms. I'm not missing the timer this time. So I did miss the timer, but that was I was in mountain time. I do have my DS hooked up, as discussed earlier. I have an adapter that converts from Game Boy game to DS port. And then I have the controller which goes to the Game Boy game port. And I also have a reading light in case I need to read like the name of the level or just read. I set the RNG by dying. So the game state right now has been set to win mode. But I'm still gonna play through the rest of it just so you guys can see. Yeah. Pretty much. Pretty much. Pretty much. Alright, pretty much that is what you do. I literally feel like completely optimized. It's like I couldn't make any more improvements. I feel like a human, like Optimus Prime. It's like I'm optimized. I'm in my prime, you know? It all makes sense. It's like everything that everything Jesus said, everything Buddha said, everything Mahatma Gandhi said, everything George Bush said, everything that Melissa McCarthy said, all makes sense. It's all coming clear now. I like know everything. I just know. Oh, hold on. I'm getting a call from Donald Duck. Now I am gonna pause the speed run because it doesn't count. I'm gonna pretend that didn't happen, and I'm just gonna start the timer again. Is that okay with everybody? I really need to not game over. I have like a human-sized duck with his beak open over my head right now, and if I die, he's gonna clamp his jaws down. Oh, I'm Duck Soup. I just got, I'm Duck Soup. I didn't get a game over, I'm Duck Soup.